Hello everyone, Stockguy22 again here. I wanted to review a chart on IMAX because I had sold some today, and I wanted to show you my reasoning why I sold a little bit off today. I had 6,000 shares going into today, so I let 1,000 go, and I might sell a bit more this week if we start to drop back. And I'll tell you what levels I'll be watching for IMAX. Those of you who aren't familiar with the stock, it's had a nice run this past year due to the big hype with 3D movies. IMAX theaters have done very well with the Avatar release, Alice in Wonderland. They're doing a lot of deals overseas. They've also done a deal to the first TV station that's going to be in 3D, a partnership that they had done. I've been playing the stock since the start of the year. I'll go through my big trade on it. Okay, this is a chart I had done in the spring after I had sold it. I post all my trades in real time on Twitter or in the chat room if you're from the chat room. But reviewed when I bought and sold. Some people like to know when I bought. Now, don't worry about the amount. Okay, I'm playing with a little bit more money than some people are. So what you should really concern yourself with is with the percentages. So I try to post that as well in my trades, just to help people out. So what I started to do, I missed that move from $10 up to 14 initially. So then I started to rebuy dips. So as I got close to this under 13 level and towards that 12, I picked some of it up, ended up selling into the run-up, sold again. So as you can see, I'm scaling in, then I'm scaling out. I rebought again and sold again. My initial target was $20. So as you can see, I got really nice percentages, 23%, 32, 41, and then the shorter position here, 13.5. Okay, so it was almost 24,000, just under 23, but I was pretty happy with the trade the way it went about it. Now, what I was waiting for was 20 was going to be like a psychological level, so I was waiting for a dip. So I actually timed it pretty good. If you look back at our other chart, last sale I did in the spring was April 21st, right in here, and it went up for a few more days, 3 more days, and then topped out and fell back. So here's when I started to buy back in. So as you can see, this was our peak up here, dropped back, waited for it. I was very patient on it. I only wanted to buy dips. Okay, so I bought back in June 7th, June 9th, June 17th, and all of these you can check on Twitter where I rebought June 29th, and then again July 7th, which I thought was my best buy. You can see the fact that we did some nice tweezer action down here, and what that is when the stock sort of like finds a base and doesn't go much further down than that. I'll show you a chart I had done in the chat room during that time. So today I actually sold 1,000 shares at 16.45. The reason I sold, as you can see, we're sort of doing the same thing that we did in July, but the reverse. Okay, so we're finding like a top towards 17. So I thought today, I was waiting on Friday to decide whether to sell or not, because the market was quite strong last week. So I thought, okay, if it doesn't go through 17, I'll take some off this week, and that's exactly what I did today. So I got 12.67% return, $1,850 profit. That says 1850. Let me change that. It was 1850 profit, but the percentage is really what you should concern yourself with. So I still have 5,000 shares left of this, and if it can't make through 17 or it drops under 16, I'm going to protect my profit. 16 should be support, but if I find that it's not trading well into this range, or if the volume sells off on volume, I'll actually start to sell it as well to protect the profit. You can see it was getting a bit overbought up here. This is stochastics. Anything above 80 is usually a selling point, showing that the stock is overbought. Under 20, which is this bottom line, is usually oversold. And you can see it was tying in quite nicely with when I did buy. It was just starting to turn back up during that time. Now, for those of you in our chat room, here's the chart that I had done back in July. Oops. Here's the chart that I had done back in July to show those tweezers that I had done right on July 12th when I bought, and I would have bought more towards 1150 to 12. Okay, this other range in here, because that'll be our next support. So as you can see, I was scaling into it, and I was waiting for it to rebuy more. We see the stochastic was under 20, what I mentioned earlier there. Okay, and what was my upside going up? So I try to plan that ahead of time so you can plan your trade. And what do we get? We get towards 17, which that's actually where we are right now. Very close, but we weren't able to break through. And above that level, 20 bucks. So my target was in between this range, 18 to 20. Since we can't break this resistance, that's why I had to make a decision today. So I hope you understand that. Here's another chart I had done August 26th on this, after we had bottomed out. Okay, I was trying to get a target of where it could go. So as you can see, here's our 1669, which is a 50% retrace point. So you take the high level down to the low level, and the chart will calculate for you Fibonacci retracements. I'll go through this maybe in a future video for those of you that don't understand. But as you can see, we hit right into this level, this first green level here, which is a 38% retrace, and the 50% is really where you want to be at. And we actually got very close the last week to this level here. Okay, so as I said here, this was back in August 26th. Level to watch was 1474 to 15. We popped through that, then 1560 to 16, and then 1669. Had we broken through that level, I think I would have got my 18. So, but whenever I got nice profit, I like to lock it up. You can't time everything perfectly, but if you can lock up a good percentage of the profit you have, it's always a good thing to do there. Okay, don't worry about trying to maximize everything. Try to take what you can, especially when you start seeing signals of toppiness. Okay, I will play IMAX again, even though if I get out of it this next time around, I will play it again because you're going to have that Tron 3D release, which is expected to do big numbers in December. So we might have a continuation into December. But I'll look to rebuy dips if I do get out. Okay, and I'll post an updated video if I do. Okay, so hopefully that helps out, and the reasoning why I sold some today. Okay, so again, look at this toppiness on the tweezer tops, similar to when I bought down here, similar to when I started to buy down here before we dipped back. Okay, talk to you soon. Hopefully these videos are helpful.